line up runway 19 at Charlie 1.
Line up runway 19 at Charlie 1, 848.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have an IFR flight to Gloucester coming up to my exam now, and in today's video we will also have ATC audio. If you guys are a fan of the videos with the ATC audio, please leave a like on today's video and let me know with a comment down below. If you are wondering what that giant grey thing is on my head, that is what we call a hood, and this stops me from looking outside the aircraft in flight and make sure my eyes stay in on the instruments. That's how we're meant to fly while flying an instrument. However, for takeoff I do have it up and then flick it down just after.
Edge 48, the DA40 at wind will turn left into the visual circuit, your visual.
AFM, 848.
Runway 19, wind 3205 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 848.
And once we are clear for takeoff, we can apply full power. There was a bit of traffic ahead of me, so ATC just wanted to make sure I had them in sight before I took off. Now, once we are clear for takeoff, we can apply full power going down the runway, and after departure, it will be a right turnout, heading west towards Gloucester. Now, as I've mentioned before, for my instrument rating exam, which I would have in a few weeks after this flight, one of the 4 routes I could have is to Gloucester. The other 3 are Cranfield, Cambridge, or Cardiff, all of which I had flown before or backseated, but I'd never actually been to Gloucester IFR in the airways before today's flight. But once we have taken off here, as you can see, I bring that hood down so I can't see out the windshield and I'm just flying on instruments.
Edge 48, contact Oxford radar 125.090.
Contact radar 125.090, H48. Oxford radar, H48, passing altitude 1,900 feet, climbing altitude 2,500 feet, radar heading 315.
Edge 48 Oxford radar identified traffic service. Resume on navigation, Lawton, climb flight level 80.
Traffic service, climb flight level 80 and navigation to Morton, H48.
So as you just saw there, once we departed the vicinity of the airfield, tower passed us over to radar, and once speaking to radar we let them know how high we are and how high we've already been cleared to by the tower, and they can then update that clearance to what they think or what we should be doing. So they cleared us to go our own navigation however we want, to go to Morton. We got to fly pretty much directly there, which is what we did, and then also we got cleared to climb up to flight level 80. Initially tower only cleared us to climb to 2,500 feet, which is what I reported to them, and then they can clear us up higher as they need. But today's biggest problem actually was nothing to do with flying. The worst thing about today's flight was the heater was broken, and trust me, it was cold.
Still can't feel the heater.
Another really important thing about IFR flying is constantly checking the wings for ice. On a day like today, not being in the cloud and with the sun on us, it was very unlikely to get us. However, to get in good habit, we often check for any icing. If we do get ice build up on the wings, this can cause a really large decrease in lift. This can be a huge problem and cause mainly stalling, which can be a big problem for the aircraft.
See any icing?
Now still flying along on that first leg to Morton, and one thing, once we get to Morton and we start turning, it's really important to let them know we're turning there. If we're heading east, this will be the point where they'll start handing us over to London Control. When we head west, we speak to Bristol radar. However, they won't speak to us initially, so we let Oxford still know that we're turning, and then they'll let us know when to report so they can hand us over.
H48 turning Morton.
Edge 48, roger. Edge 48, report 20 miles to Baden.
Report H48.
So there you are, ATC have told us to report 20 miles to Baden, 20 being 20, and if you're thinking, what the hell is Baden? Baden is an IFR waypoint. It's not an actual thing, you can't actually see it, but is there a known coordinates of a waypoint, and that's where we're flying to. Now, if we were in the airlines, the autopilot would pretty much be on straight after takeoff. However, firstly, I do enjoy flying the DA42 manually, but also it's good to show our examiner that we know what we're doing and we can manually fly it. But at this point, I asked to put the autopilot on.
I'll put the autopilot on.
Now normally if we could pick, we would fly GPS mode. This will literally fly the route we have inserted. However, for the exam, that's just a bit too easy. So we have to select heading mode. So I select heading mode and that will fly whatever heading I've selected, as well as altitude mode, which will hold my altitude. And then click the autopilot button to turn it on. Now we had got the ATIS and had a quick chat about what type of approach we wanted to do as well as the hold we would be doing. However, whilst the flight was going great, something was not quite right.
I don't think this heater's doing anything.
It's warm in the back.
Warm in the back? Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, you got the sun. That's probably, you got the sun as well. Yeah, on the way back.
Yeah, that heater was still not working, but hopefully we would get some sun to warm us up.
Edge 48 is 19 miles to Badim.
It's close enough, don't worry.
Edge 48, Roger, squawk 7645.
Squawk 7645, Edge 48.
Once we got to 19 miles to Badim, I did realise I forgot my call at 20 miles, so I just let them know that we were 19 miles instead.
Edge 48, remain outside of controlled airspace, radar service with me terminates. Contact Bristol 125.650.
Remain outside controlled airspace, contact Bristol radar 125.650, Edge 48. Bristol radar, Edge 48 is at flight level 80.
Edge 48, Bristol radar, squawk 7645.
Squawking 7645, Edge 48.
Edge 48 identified, cleared to enter controlled airspace, flight level 80 to route Badim, Alvin, Golf Sierra Tango.
Cleared to controls airspace, flight level 80 is in Badim, Alvin and Golf Sierra Tango, Edge 48.
Now, simple as that, we were speaking to Bristol radar. They had us on their radar so they could give us a traffic service, which basically means they'll let us know for any traffic nearby. And then we're en route to Gloucester.
See the nuclear reactors, 2 reactors there, and then another couple down. See those? Those are the 2 restricted areas. Oh, right. They're both being dismantled, they're not active. Right. But they're still got the reactors there.
Okay, fair enough.
Edge 48, you've entered controlled airspace, radar control, report turning at Alvin.
Radar control, Wilco, Edge 48.
Now, as we approach Gloucester, one thing I also have to do are the approach checks. This is checking stuff like the comms are all set as well as the nav aids. Also making sure people have got their seatbelts on and a few other things.
The approach checks, get them out of the way. Oh, we can put it in there.
Edge 48 turning Alvin.
Edge 48, roger. Edge 48, you're leaving controlled airspace, contact Gloucester on 128.555.
Controlled airspace, contact Gloucester on 128.555, Edge 48.
If take off over 27, fly 3.
Gloucester approach, Edge 48 has information Bravo, QNH 1038 at flight level 80.
Edge 48, Gloucester approach, hello, standby.
Now, initially Gloucester told us to stand by, but then a bit later they gave us our clearance, told us to descend down to 5,000 feet for the hold.
Edge 48 entering the hold altitude 5,000 feet.
Edge 48, report ready for the ILS, DME approach runway 27, no delay. Would you like further descent in the hold, are you happy at 5? Should we request the
Happy at 5,000 feet, but request the RMP approach if possible via lap queue, Edge 48.
Edge 48, roger, expect the RMP via lap queue. So much going on. Edge 48, have you missed approach instructions?
Ready to copy, Edge 48.
Edge 48, after missed approach, climb straight ahead to altitude 4,000 feet.
On the missed approach, straight ahead 4,000 feet, Edge 48.
Edge 48, thanks. Just a bit.
Edge 48, next time over the beacon, ready for the RMP approach, runway 27 via lap queue.
Edge 48, maintain altitude 5,000 feet as instructed. Next time over the Golf Sierra Tango, route direct lap queue, report leaving the hold.
Maintain 5,000 feet, next time over the beacon, route direct lap queue, and Wilco, Edge 48.
So what we have been given is something called a conditional clearance. We were cleared to continue with the procedure next time we were over the beacon, however we weren't allowed to descend.
Edge 48 leaving the Golf Sierra Tango.
Edge 48 reports 8 miles lap queue.
Wilco, Edge 48. Edge 48 is 8 miles to lap queue.
Edge 48 cleared RMP runway 27 via lap queue, descend in accordance with the procedure. QNH 1038, report at lap queue.
50 RMP approach runway 27 via lap queue, descend with the procedure, Wilco, Edge 48.
Right, QNH 1038.
QNH 1038, Edge 48. Edge 48 is turning lap Q.
Edge 48, report there, mate.
Work Edge 48. Edge 48 is turning near me.
Say again.
Edge 48 is turning near me.
Edge 48, report the final approach checks.
Work Edge 48.
Right, yeah.
Greens. Edge 48 just past the final approach fix.
Edge 48, continue.
Continue Edge 48.
Edge 48, continue, but expect a controller initiated missed approach.
Continue Roger, Edge 48.
Yeah, Roger, will do. I'll go ahead now. We'll hear radio communications after that. Yeah, that's no problem. Straight there back.
Survey.
Edge 48, runway 2. Edge 48, runway 27, cleared low approach, wind 270 degrees, 2 knots.
Clear slow approach when we're going around Edge 48.
Traffic Tower Golf 1 Whiskey Alpha Romeo Oscar 1 taxi to Pop.
Bring your head towards that one too.
Well, Whiskey Alpha Romeo.
Simulated, which engine?
Gear.
There's a left engine.
Texas Pop. Alpha Romeo Oscar.
Left power back. Left engine master off. Is there a fire?
A fire?
Left alternator. Left fuel pump.
Gear.
Left fuel selector.
What speed are you looking for?
85.
Check gear.
A bit more. Pan. Edge 48 has a left engine failure. Request visual circuit to land.
Okay, that's fine. You can take both engines back.
Roger.
And it's straight ahead to 4,000.
So there we are, RMP approach into Gloucester completed, going around at minimums, and then we had a simulated engine failure on the go round which was dealt with correctly. So after departing Gloucester, we got handed over to Bryce Radar. Bryce Norton is a military air base just near Oxford, in between Oxford and Gloucester for those who don't know.
Bryce Radar, Edge 48 at altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1038.
What's my call in now, Bryce Radar, stand by. Of course I'm calling Bryce Radar, second last.
Edge 48 is at altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1038.
Edge 48, gotcha, pass details.
Edge 48 is a DA42, 3POB, en route Oxford. Altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1038 IFR. Request traffic service.
Edge 48, gotcha, squawk 3711.
3711, Edge 48. Must have. I mean, officially we're allowed to land with a 5-knot tailwind, so.
I know, but if the circuit pattern is on 01, they won't let you do an RS.
Yeah.
If we're the only one flying, then yes, but... Tom was sending all these students doing solo.
Yeah, they're probably all in there. Problem.
One after the other, he was sending them.
Yeah. Send checks, frequencies.
It's up to you. Do you want to do an asymmetric circuit, or do you want to just do an approach and land?
Let's do the asymmetric circuit as well.
Okay, so we'll go down to 740, I think it is, on the asymmetric go around, asymmetric reach.
That's good. I need to practice it, it's been a while since I did my last one.
Okay. I would be asking for a frequency change. I'm not sure why it's not changing us over.
Edge48, request frequency change to Oxford radar 125.090.
Edge48, Squawk 4502, continue Oxford 125.090.
44502 with Oxford on 125.090, Edge48. Oxford radar, Edge48 is altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1038 with information Mike.
Edge48, climb now to altitude 4,500 feet, 1038. Traffic in the Oscar X-ray hold at 3,500.
Climb 4,500 feet, QNH 1038, roger, Edge48.
Thank you, and training intentions?
Request a radar vectored or procedural MDB approach for a low approach, go around, and then a visual circuit to land, Edge48.
Edge48, roger. There's a SR22 in the Oscar X-ray hold at 3,500 feet. What is your passing altitude?
We are at altitude 4,500 feet, Edge48.
Thank you for entering the hold.
Welcome, Edge48.
Number 122 Delta Romeo, you're being joined in the hold 1,000 feet above by a DA42. He's 4 miles west of you and 1,000 feet above now. Edge48, changing the runway 19. If you want to reposition for the 19 hold, then do so.
Roger, thanks, Edge48.
Edge48, descend to altitude 3,500 feet, QNH 1038.
Descending 3,500 feet, QNH 1038, Edge48.
Now, in the hold, every aircraft is about 1,000 feet apart. However, now that that aircraft which was below us in the hold has left the hold, we can all shift down everyone else that's above it. So we, being the next aircraft that was above it at 4,500, now gets told to fly down to 3,500.
Report ready for the procedure.
Edge48, next time over the beacon, ready for the procedure.
Edge48, next time over the beacon, cleared for the ILS DME approach runway 19. Report beacon outbound, but maintain 3,500 feet.
Next time over the beacon, clip the ILS DME procedure, runway 19, maintain 3,500 feet, and we'll go Edge48. Edge48, beacon outbound.
Edge48, thank you. No descent restriction, port localizer established.
No descent restriction, we'll go Edge48.
With no descent restriction, we can descend to our platform altitude of 1,800 feet, and the localizer is essentially how we get on the centre line on the ILS approach, and we also then use the glide slope for our altitude. So once he said to report, once the localizer established, which basically means once we're on the runway centre line.
Okay, so right engine simulated failed. We'll have the left engine only.
Roger, thanks. Edge48, localizer established.
Edge48, 5 miles, contact Oxford Tower 133.430.
Contact Tower 133.430, Edge48. Oxford Tower, Edge48, localizer established, request a low approach and then a visual circuit to land.
Edge right, Oxford Tower, runway 19 and wind 290 degrees at 6 knots. Cleared low approach into left-hand circuit.
Cleared low approach into the left-hand circuit, Edge48. At 20 ground. Gear up. Alright, 85 knots. Edge48 going around.
Edge right, roger.
Once we've gone around and we've let ATC know, my instructor takes control and I take my hood off, so now I can fly visually. So now we're doing one visual circuit asymmetric, which means on one engine, simulated of course, we'll do a left-hand circuit and that will be to land.
Edge48. You're going to be number 2 to the DA, correction number 3 to the DA40 that's just rolled out of the orbit midpoint downwind.
Number 3, sorry, got them in sight, Edge48.
As a twin, you're going to catch him up, so if you need to do an orbit now.
Hey, firm, doing a right-hand orbit, Edge48.
Roger. Edge 48, runway 19, wind 3108 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, Edge 48.
So guys, it is time to land. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video with ATC audio, please remember to leave a like down below and leave a comment if you did enjoy hearing all the ATC. I'll try and get some more of it when I do fly. And please remember to subscribe for more of this type of content. But now it's time for the landing.
Very nice.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you go check out this video here so you can see what a whole week is like in a day in the life of a pilot. Thank you very much, guys.